All right, we have a mom who describes the moment her 13-year-old son was shot and killed. Here we go.
For a 13-year-old boy gunned down just feet outside of his home in Norcross. Jaden Travis was a 7th grader, and at this hour, Gwinnett County Police are still investigating the homicide.
11 Alive's Cody Alcorn is in Norcross with brand new information from a witness who saw the shooting happen, Cody.
Yeah, Jennifer, Ron, I'm in the neighborhood. I'm told by a witness that Jaden was walking from his home here on my left down Windmill Way. There were 2 teens who had just rolled up here on Windward Way. The witness says Jaden appeared to have a weapon in his hand. At some point as they got closer, a confrontation went down. The witness says one of those teens pulled out a gun, opened fire, and Jaden collapsed just a few feet here behind me.
Shout out to Tanisha for being a member for 9 months. Hey, this is disgusting and truly sad, but isn't this being taught in schools? They teach it's okay for boys to like boys and girls to like girls. You're absolutely correct on that right there. I have no argument against that because that's the facts. Shout out to Thomas for the $2 super chat. He say 2 + 4. 2 + 2 = 4. So y'all learn simple math in here. Shout out to Thomas, $2 super chat. That's what's up. Shout out to Tony for the $5 cash app. Say, hey, Unc, say shout out to Miss Shirley. Say, get better, sugar. Shout out to Miss Shirley. Please get better. That's what's up.
Just senseless.
Jaquita Millerson says her son Jaden and the 2 teens he confronted on this corner Tuesday afternoon knew each other.
They done came over here and jumped on him where I had to jump in the fight. It's ridiculous.
On Valentine's Day, she said they showed back up.
They was just, enticing him to come outside like he was basically showing that he's not a punk.
They was enticing him to come outside.
Witnesses tell me a car pulled up at this corner and 2 teenagers stepped out. Millerson says Jaden's dad tried to keep him inside their house.
So he got a dad. The daddy tried to keep him inside the house. I don't understand that. He's 13 and the daddy tried to keep him inside the house but couldn't keep him inside the house. Go ahead.
And Jaden, don't leave from in front of your house or whatever. But how teenagers are. They hot-headed. They want to show that they're not punks.
They want to show that they're not punks. And that's what get us killed.
Witness says he saw Jaden carrying what appeared to be a gun walking up the road towards the 2 boys.
Yeah, he had a BB gun. He did.
The witness says all 3 were going back and forth before one of the teens reached into their car, pulled out a gun, and fired 4 shots at Jaden.
The driver shot him because he seen Jaden with a BB gun.
Millerson says police have tracked the boys down who shot her son, and they're claiming self-defense.
Now they're trying to claim that, Jaden had a BB gun. That had nothing to do with it. Both of them had a BB gun and the driver had a real gun.
While the investigation is ongoing, Millerson hopes no other family has to hold a vigil to remember their child who was taken too soon.
It's not like how it was back in our day growing up. People, put your hands up. We got to stop the violence, man. We got to put them guns down. It don't solve nothing. Everybody, family end up hurt.
And you can see the spot where Jaden collapsed before being rushed to the hospital. Flowers there, that's where they lit candles as well. As of tonight, Gwinnett County Police have not confirmed they've tracked down those 2 individuals. Of course, we'll let you know once that happens and if any charges will be filed.
We'll let you know what happens and if any charges will be filed. Listen, according to what the mother was saying, she don't feel like that it was a good reason and or excuse for the one with the real gun to shoot the one with the BB gun. Okay.
Yeah, Jennifer, Ron, I'm in the neighborhood. I'm told by a witness that Jaden was walking from his home here on my left down Windmill Way. There were 2 teens who had just rolled up here on Windward Way. The witness says Jaden appeared to have a weapon in his hand.
2 teens rolled up.
At some point as they got close,
he should have stayed in the house. Am I right? He should have stayed in the house. I don't understand. Your daddy told you to stay in the house. Your daddy told you don't take your love out there. I am confused. And then she said, but you know how kids are. He's 13. If a grown man, if a adult, if a daddy can't keep a 13-year-old, well, it's still a problem. I went to thinking too deep. But damn it, if a daddy can't keep a child inside of the house, then hey. He got what he was looking for.
Closer, a confrontation went down. The witness says one of those teens pulled out a gun, opened fire, and Jaden collapsed just a few feet here behind me.
Yeah, now he's off earth. He followed his own understanding, and now he's off earth. He went out with a BB gun. So his intent was to shoot one of them with the BB gun. Now, what if he would have shot somebody in their eye and they would have lost their eye? And then now you would have had a criminal charge, a felony. You outside with a BB gun shooting at people. Why do he own a BB gun? Why do he own the BB gun? And owning the BB gun, why is he able to get the BB gun and just go on out by himself?
Just senseless.
Jaquita Millerson says her son Jaden and the two teens he confronted on this corner Tuesday afternoon knew each other.
They then came over here and jumped on him where I had to jump in the fight. It's ridiculous.
On Valentine's Day, she said they showed back up.
I like what you're saying right there. My son said that he doesn't believe his parents told him not to go outside. My son say they tell their son to go outside and fight that boy. Haven't that always been the thing in the community? You don't let nobody come to your house and beat you. You don't let nobody come around your house trying you. That was like a community standard. You know, it's a thing. It's always been a thing. From the time I was little, I don't know about the times before I was born, but when I was little, they bring their butts right in front of his house. You better whoop them.
Just, enticing him to come outside like he was basically showing that he's not a punk.
Witnesses tell me
I just don't get this part.
Ridiculous.
On Valentine's Day, she said they showed back up.
They was just, enticing him to come outside like he was basically showing that he's not a punk.
I am in agreement with what she just said. Shout out to Selena for the $2 super chat. Say, hey, Willie, say I need a heavenly bunny. Oh, man, I'm about to get them bunnies, I promise you.
Witnesses tell me a car pulled up at this corner and two teenagers stepped out. Millerson says Jaden's dad tried to keep him inside their house.
Telling Jaden, don't leave from in front of your house or whatever, but how teenagers are, they hot-headed, they want to show that they're not punks.
And he learned the hard way. And hopefully more teens will pay attention to this story and not learn the hard way. So, the daddy told him, don't leave from in front of his house. Okay, that's the words that was used. Don't leave in front of his house. If there's an incident that's outside, then why not tell the 13-year-old come in his house? So the daddy was okay with him being outside, while the threat is outside. And this just also goes to show that we really not paying attention to what's going on out here in these streets. And this is pretty much why I do the news the way I do the news, because we don't see what's going on cross country a lot of times. It's on social media for entertainment purposes. Funny entertainment purposes. We on it to watch the celebrities and watch how bad our friends and families is doing. That's typically why we on the internet. And to look at people solicit stuff on the internet. So we're not seeing where a situation like this didn't happen in your town or city. It happened in 2, 3, 4, 5 states over. So you have no idea. Or your kids have no idea because they don't get a chance to see this here until somebody make it available for them to see it. But we all fall short of glory.
Witness says he saw Jaden carrying what appeared to be a gun, walking up the road towards the two boys.
He said, was daddy scared because he didn't go with his son? Well, she said the daddy say don't take it from in front of this house. And daddy probably went back in to watch the game or something like that right there. You know what I'm saying? The daddy was probably doing something else. But like she said, you know, teens, they got to prove that they're not soft. So that means he followed his own understanding. The daddy probably didn't even much know that he went down the street.
Yeah, he had a BB gun. He did.
The witness says.
So she know he had a BB gun. So was she home when this transpired and she saw him go in and get the BB gun and come outside?
All three were going back and forth before one of the teens reached into their car, pulled out a gun, and fired 4 shots at Jaden.
Fired 4 shots, and the little player lost his life by not wanting to be looked at as soft.
A gun and fired.
Yeah, he gone. Shout out to Prophet Maid for the $2 cash out. Say use hands, but her son came out with a fake gun. Ooh, hashtag liar. That's a great point. I know we live in different times, and we would hope that the youth would fight as much as we fought, but they shooting as much as we fought. So if we're not teaching our children, people don't fight no more. Even if you may see a few fights, people don't fight no more because you can fight and still get killed. Moving right along.